Hey guys, it's Ralph with Stray Benzes. Today I'm going to show you how to change out the Hirschmann antenna, or any other antenna for that matter, on the W126. On this one, the antenna, I'll show you, I had to develop an issue. This is what you get when you buy the cheap stuff from made in China. Let's see what happens. So this is what happened. That was another cheap piece of something made with pride in China. So in order to get to the antenna on the 126, best thing is you loosen up your the light insert back here with a and then get the carpet unhooked behind the clips. Alright, there's another clip down here, and then get this insert out. Somebody already cut into the bottom of this one. I have no idea what happened there, but here you have the culprit, the antenna. This time you need to loosen up the antenna. That's the original connection. Yeah, like I said, I had already changed this out with a cheap aftermarket one. Down here you need to loosen up the strap. The wires, I'll show you what I did with the wire harness here in more detail. And then once you have that loosened up, you just pull this gently down to not to damage the seal up here. And there we go. So gently pull this down, not to damage the seal up here. If that seal is at all damaged, make sure to replace it. So now we're going to loosen up our antenna down here. Should be an 8mm wrench. There you go. If you have the original Hirschmann, there's a ground strap up here. Here it's grounded just somewhat differently. Alright, got those two screws. Gently pull this down, and there you have your whole antenna. Don't forget the drain tube, wherever it went, right here. And this is the original plug, because I like to keep things original, and if I get another Hirschmann antenna, I will certainly go ahead and exchange it. And here I'm going to tell you pretty much exactly how to change this out with an aftermarket one, and what you need to do up here with this plug, so you won't have nasty surprises like power drains or something like that. Alright, so this piece came from the top here, from the original antenna. That control piece was no more, so the three wires that I need are number 2, the red one, number 4, the black one, and number 6, the brown one. You'll need a soldering gun. Right here, that one works pretty well. And then you need an antenna, kind of sort of like this. This is one that you might have some luck with. Here's the close-up of the diagram of which wire needs to be connected, but here I did it for you. So what comes with the kit are oodles worthwhile of adapters for the body. And here's the antenna. I recommend for the S-Class to pay attention to getting one where you have the antenna connection up here at the mast, rather than the antenna like as a solid cable connected to, hard connected to this, because then you need to figure out how to convert this connector to the car so you can get it to work with the radio. So here, what we're going to do first are two things. I need to adapt this upper part here so it will actually work in the body, in the regular seal that comes with the car. And then we're going to take this wiring harness and we're going to connect it more or less hardwired to this. And the whole reason why I'm doing it this way, you don't have to do it this way, you can just cut off the plug in the car. But if I ever get another Hirschmann antenna, I wanted to keep the plug on the car so I can just take this, install the Hirschmann antenna and go back to stock, because the Hirschmann antennas are truly the better way to go with these, but they are very expensive and more rarer to find. So here we go. So out of this whole bunch of fittings here, this is really the only one. Oops, this is the only one that I need. That is the one that fits the 126, and some of the other ones in the angle that it's coming with. You need to loosen up all this stuff, and you can see it is really cheaply made. I'm not quite sure if and how long this is gonna hold up, but this was right around $40, and this is already starting to cross thread on me. It's unbelievable. All right, now we're ready to solder these together. There we go, come on. There we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. Because we want a good contact. There we go. So that one is good. All right. And this is the last one. You can see nicely the solder is covering the wire. All right, we'll let that cool off, and we're going to put ring hose over top. I'll show you how we do one, and then we're getting ready to, there we go. Of course that works better without wind. There we go. But where there's so much moisture in the trunk and potentially coming through the antenna, you want to make sure that all those wires. So you do this with all of them, and again, from the antenna, the red, to number 2 red car, green and on the antenna, number 4 on pin on black, black on the from the antenna to brown, and then we are about ready to install the antenna again. This is also very tight now. Otherwise this is going to start leaking, not something you want. Here also a quick look of how cheaply made these are. This is the defective one, but I'd like to just show you that what happened here. This is the antenna mast. This is the main cover. This one initially I got on I need to actually giggle. I got on eBay. I should have known better. Advertised a genuine Hirschmann antenna. On the advertisement right down here in the housing, it had Hirschmann on eBay, but it wasn't one. When I got it, this is what I found. And you can see the housing parts. They are so cheaply made. It is unbelievable. This is the cover that guides the this almost looks like it was made at home with a 3D printer or something like that. It is unbelievable. There is nothing, not one bit expensive. Any of the components here. All cheap plastic, all very cheap parts, and so don't be surprised if stuff like this does not last. Very cheap motors. You can actually see the water running through the whole housing, going out to the drain. There's nothing necessarily wrong with it because it doesn't drip directly onto the motor, because it comes here through the antenna, much like the original one. So this one here, because it has very similar features, I don't really anticipate there's going to be too much of a difference, but I'll let you know how I'm gonna do with this one. In the meantime, I install the one that I just fixed, so I can plug this in, install it, and then we'll do a function test. All right, so get my plug installed, back to factory installation. My antenna is installed back here. Controller of this one. Make sure that there's plenty of room for this cover. If that's not an awful lot of room, pop the seal back in up here. 2 screws. Make sure the drain hose is installed, and well, let's give it a test spin to see what's going to happen when we actually activate the antenna. There we go. There, that's a good sign. And let's see. All right, so with that said, we put the cover back on, and we finally have another project fixed. Cover goes back on. You can you need to make sure that is behind the clips. All right. Make sure that the lights are back in the right position. Everything is working, and that's another job well done. All right, folks, another successful repair on an old Benz. Give me a like, give me a couple of suggestions what else we can cover. One of these days I'm going to try tackling the sunroof, although there are already plenty of videos, how-to videos out there. Subscribe, share the posts to whomever it might benefit. Otherwise, we'll see you next time, and keep our classic cars on the road. Take care, folks.